Hi, my name is Patrick Craig. I'm chair of the Business Innovation Committee at Cushman & Wakefield.
And my name is John Hall. I am the Chief Credit Officer for Prudential Mortgage Capital Company's Structured Finance Group.
We are happy to be here today to demonstrate a live data exchange between our firms. In this demonstration, we will use the AI Oscar Commercial Appraisal Report Standards to move data from a C&W appraisal into a Prudential underwriting form. The Oscar Appraisal Reporting Standard is an implementation of the AI CDSS CARS data model, adding rationalization of components and a specific schema for each of the 13 commercial property types. Up on the screen is a comprehensive appraisal workbook that contains many tables and over 1,000 points of data. At the end of the workbook is an executive summary which aggregates the critical points of data to be sent to the client.
On my screen is a blank underwriting form which needs to be completed as part of the underwriting process. Usually, we have an analyst read through the appraisal report and then extract key data from the report and type that information into this form. The loan can't be completed without this form being filled out. Typically, it might take the analyst 1 hour to complete the appraisal abstraction and for the input to be checked. The full loan appraisal form also includes sale and rental comps. This form on our screen here is a smaller version that does not include that information.
Right now, I'm going to create the Oscar Standard XML file. All I need to do is click this button. The XML file is generated, and now I'm going to email this file to John. While that email is in transit, I would like to take a minute to thank the AI Oscar Workgroup, who worked countless hours over the past 3 years to define the data standards that made this possible today. Many thanks to the chair of the workgroup, Matt Marshall, and co-chair, George Chapman. Special recognition is deserved by Sandra Downey of the GSA and Bruce Kellogg of Argus Software.
Here is the email that Patrick just sent. I will now open the email, detach the file, and save it to my computer. Now back in the Excel form, I come up here to the Appraisal XML button. I will click on that and import the Appraisal XML that Patrick just sent to me. Here is the file that was just sent to me that I saved. I will now click on this form, open it, and now you can see that the information has been entered into the form. In our manual process today, an analyst will read the appraisal report and then retype the appropriate information into our loan submission form. This upload feature will save an analyst about 1 hour and improve the reliability of the information being presented to credit committee.
Let's step through this process again, but this time I'm going to change some of the information, some of the data that's in the appraisal report before I send it back to John. Let's just take a look. I got to do a little bit of work here in the workbook. I'm going to change the property name to Pilot Business Park XX. I'm going to change my direct capitalization value, really just by changing my cap rate. I'm going to move it down to $27,800,000. I'm going to change my cash flow value, really by changing my rates here as well. I'm going to go and raise the value here. So it's $35,600,000. And in my reconciliation, let's just say we're going to change this value to $40 million. Okay. So back in Executive Summary 1, we can see that we have a change in direct capitalization value, a change in the discounted cash flow value, change in the concluded value, and if I scroll to the top, a change to the Pilot Business Park XX property name. And from this point, I'm going to create the XML file again and email that to John.
Okay, and now on my end, here's the email that Patrick just sent to me. So I will open up the email again. I will save the XML file that was sent. I hit save. Now I will go back to the Excel template, and this is the one we just updated just a couple of minutes ago. And as you can see, that here's the name, the old name, property name, direct cap value, and such. And let me go up here to this appraisal XML button, import the information. Here's our new report right here. I named it Report 1. So now when I open this, the information will change automatically. Here you can see Pilot Business Park XXX, new. Down here you can see the direct cap value changed to 27,800, and the as-is value here is now 40 million.
This technology creates a new value proposition for valuation firms and their clients. For valuation firms, we now have the ability to transmit appraisal report data to the client with speed and accuracy. Previously, this was not even possible. Also, we can validate the data against the data standard to make sure it is compliant.
As a consumer of appraisal reports, this new technology will change the mortgage underwriting process. No longer will we need to manually rekey information by hand into an Excel table. We will no longer need to spend time reviewing our own forms for accuracy. We will only need to review the appraisal forms. With this new technology, we will be able to stream data easily and accurately. Most importantly, instead of manually filling out a form with 15 or 20 data points, we can move hundreds of data points from the appraisal report into our forms or even our database. With this new technology, we will now be able to store this information in a database and use it to source new transactions or monitor existing deals in our portfolio. Historically, the appraisal information was only used once in a single transaction. Now we can use this data multiple times.
And also, this data standard was designed to cover all 13 property types acknowledged by the Appraisal Institute. And with its inclusion in OSCAR, this data standard has been harmonized with other OSCAR data standards servicing the commercial real estate sector. With this new foundation, the commercial real estate appraisal industry remains poised to partner with other user groups in the real estate sector. Thank you very much.